Good afternoon. I'm David Dennis. Here's what's making news this afternoon. Make sure to take extra care on the roads today. A 17-year-old teen has died in Brampton last night. The incident occurred at McVeigh Drive and Da Vinci Avenue near the intersection of Goreway Drive and Castlemere Road. The passenger died after the driver lost control of his vehicle and crashed into a tree. The driver of the vehicle, also 17, was rushed to a trauma center and has sustained life-threatening injuries. It was determined that impaired driving was not a factor in the crash. The driver has been charged with criminal negligence causing death in connection to the collision. Now, Mad Canada has launched its Red Ribbon campaign to kickstart the holiday season. The campaign runs from November 1st to the beginning of January. The idea behind the campaign is to encourage motorists to stay sober throughout the holidays. The ribbons represent the thousands of victims that have died from impaired driving each year. Leaders in the community and volunteers are going to be handing out ribbons and car decals for the public to also participate in the campaign. MAD hopes to encourage people to not drink and drive and to seek out other alternatives such as Uber or Lyft. For more information, check out MAD's website. Texting and driving isn't the only concern MAD has. They want you to be careful on the slippery roads. With winter fast approaching, Brittany Bellman has an early look on the chilly week we're going to have.
The big chill is happening tomorrow night, but I'm in the courtyard at Seneca College right now where there are just a few flurries hitting the ground. When you wake up on Thursday morning, you could expect to see a lot of snow on the ground throughout the GTA, so you might want to bring out your heavy jacket, hat, gloves, and any other winter gear. Right now, it's 7 degrees, and above me are stratus clouds, which is Latin for blanket. Your full weather forecast is just ahead.
Defonte Miller is expecting to testify today in court. It has been 3 years since the 19-year-old was brutally beaten. Miller is expected to appear in court in Oshawa, Ontario. This will mark the first time that he will be testifying after he was beaten by a former Toronto police constable and his brother that took place in 2016. Michael Thoreau was off duty when he and his brother allegedly chased Miller with a metal pipe or pole. There have been statements released by the brothers and other witnesses so far, and now Miller will finally get the chance to tell his side of the story today. More details to come. You're going to be seeing a lot of students walking around with water bottles in the coming days. This comes after a shocking new study came out about the high levels of lead found in the drinking water throughout cities in Canada. In Saskatoon, it was found that there was a staggering 84.6% higher lead count than the National Safety Directive deemed it to be safe, and also the highest in the country. So what does this mean for Canadians? Well, Kevin Dieppe has more on what lead can do to affect your mind and your body.
Experts say lead can be hazardous to your health regardless of how it is absorbed. It could be ingested or absorbed through the skin. The latter case is rare though. The worst way to get lead into your body is to breathe it in. Now, regardless of how you absorb it, you may feel tired or weak, nauseated, or have abdominal pain. Lead poisoning can also cause pain in the arms or legs. Now, if you're exposed to high levels of lead, it can lead to kidney and brain damage. Pregnant women should know lead can lead to birth defects in a child's nervous system. It can kill you. Although it's more likely you'll be killed by its toxicity, lead has also been identified as a potential carcinogen. It's more toxic in children than in adults. Back to you, David.
Now, Kevin, what are some of the ways you can protect yourself against contaminated water?
Well, Dave, as you identified just moments ago, the first idea on many people's minds is to buy more bottled water. Well, it's the most obvious choice. It isn't obviously the best because it can contribute to environmental issues, and plus, recent studies have shown water sold in plastic bottles do have small plastic particles, which may not also sit well with people who are health conscious. A better choice is to drink filtered water. Have a water filter installed in your home. Whether it is a whole home filtration system or a kitchen water filter, make sure it clearly says it filters out lead. Now, if you're truly concerned about lead in your pipes in your home, you should change them. The City of Toronto is currently changing its water mains in order to reduce lead in city water. Back to you, David.
Do you ever wish your work week was only 4 days? Well, Microsoft has conducted a study that touches upon what impact that could have on the workload and time for employees. Now, more than 90% of Microsoft employees in Japan have said that this study has impacted them. The company has said that sales went up almost 40% compared to the same period last year. This study has caught international attention as other companies are looking for ways to help alleviate stress and improve productivity for their employees. Now it's time for a quick break. When we come back, we'll have Brittany Baumann joining us once again with our complete look at your weather. See you in 2. Welcome back. I'm David Dennis. Winter is coming sooner than we can expected. While it doesn't officially start until December 21st, temperatures are going to be dropping over the next couple of days. Joining us again is Brittany Baumann with our full weather report. Brittany, just how cold can we expect it to get?
David, snow is on the way and temperatures are dropping. We're currently sitting at 8 degrees in Toronto. As we can see on our national weather map, there's a low pressure system that has moved in from the south and it is bringing rain with it. That rain will turn into snow by tomorrow night. Let's take a look at how things are shaping up in Seneca's courtyard. It's gloomy out there, looking like winter, but not feeling that way just yet. Stratus clouds are above us and most students are inside. Turning to our southern Ontario map, there's a mixture of sun and cloud. The warmest spot, that's in Kingston at 9 degrees, and it's way colder in Sudbury at -2. Now turning to our 3-day forecast. Expect snow for the next 2 days because it will be moving in tomorrow night, and by Thursday morning, experts are calling for 2 centimeters of snow. For right now, enjoy the warm weather while it lasts. Let's hope this cold weather doesn't affect the Maple Leafs' mood tonight. Stephen Blayhut joins us now with sports. Stephen, what's up with the boys in blue?
This just in. The captain is back. John Tavares will be back in the lineup tonight as Toronto will host the Los Angeles Kings tonight at the Scotiabank Arena. Tavares has been out of action since October 16th when he suffered a broken finger in a 4-3 loss to Washington. The Buds have been able to keep their head afloat by going 3-2-2 in his absence. Through his 8 games played, Tavares has recorded 3 goals and 4 assists in his first season as Leaf captain. Jake Muzzin is also set to make his return after dealing with a thigh injury. Puck drop is at 7:37 tonight. The Leafs will benefit hugely by gaining both Muzzin and Tavares back, as they have been slipping up lately. Emma Laureano has been covering this story. Emma, what does it mean to have both of these guys back in the lineup?
Having John Tavares rejoin the Leafs lineup will help boost the second line with Mitch Marner, as well as it will help out the team's power play that is 2-22 in the last 7 outings. Having Jake Muzzin, a big defenseman, back in the lineup will help strengthen the Leafs' defensive core. Also, he will be playing against his former team, the Los Angeles Kings. Drew Doughty, a defenseman of the Los Angeles Kings, says that the Kings missed what Muzzin brought to the table. Stephen?
What is John Tavares saying about being back in the lineup tonight?
After missing 7 games, the captain is eager to get back on the ice. He said that he's made some really good progress and is excited to get back out there. However, he said that the team has had some games that could have been won if they would have made a few more plays. You're definitely not going to want to miss the game tonight. Back to you, Stephen.
The high-flying offenses of both the Boston Bruins and the Pittsburgh Penguins put on a scoring outburst last night in Boston. Last night's battle between the Bruins and Penguins had fantasy owners glued to their TVs as the two offenses put up a combined 10 goals. The Bruins were able to jump out to an early 3-goal lead. David Pasternak was able to continue his early torch of the NHL so far, as he scored his 14th goal of the season to extend Boston's lead to 3-0 early in the second period. Pittsburgh wasted no time, firing right back with 4 unanswered goals in the second period to take a 4-3 lead. But Boston answered right back, scoring 3 goals in the final frame to win the game 6-4 and pick up their 11th win of the season. The Bruins now improved to an 11-1-2 record this season and sit alone at the top of the Atlantic Division. Halloween is not officially over in the NFL. Monday Night Football between the Giants and the Cowboys saw a cute interruption midway through the game. A black cat runs onto the field, into the end zone, the frisky feline chased by state troopers. Check this out.
So we've gone from seeing ghosts to black cats now on Monday Night Football in MetLife.
Turns out to be a bad omen for the Giants. New York's offense struggling, Dallas D stifling. The Cowboys dominate with Dak Prescott hitting Michael Gallup with a 15-yard touchdown. Dallas leads 23-15. 5 minutes later, Prescott hits Amari Cooper on the run for a 45-yard passing touchdown, make that 30-18 Dallas. To add insult to injury, Cowboys force a fumble, return it 63 yards for a touchdown. They finish with a bang. The final score was 37-15. Dallas improves to a 5-3 record. Cowboys take on Minnesota Sunday. Atlanta Hawks power forward John Collins has been suspended 25 games by the NBA for testing positive for a banned substance. Collins tested positive for a growth hormone that releases peptide 2. On the diamond this week, the Toronto Blue Jays have assigned second baseman Devin Travis to the AAA affiliate Buffalo. Should Travis elect to decline this move, he will become a free agent for the first time in his career. Travis has been with the Blue Jays since 2015. That's my wrap on sports. I'm Stephen Blayhut. From the diamond to the dance floor, here's Zara Ali with a look into the world of entertainment. Zara, tell us about the democratic decision to keep Sean Spicer.
Thank you, Stephen. I've never seen politics be so choreographed. Donald Trump's former press secretary is busting at moves on the dance floor. How does Sean Spicer, a former press secretary, end up on Dancing with the Stars? Well, even though he somehow managed to twist and spin on the stage, the judges, however, were not swayed. The votes from the judges conclude that maybe Spicer isn't ready for dancing. The audience miraculously gave him enough votes to be deemed safe. It looks like the judges will have to be a little more patient with Spicer as he advanced to the top 6. Let's look at the box office. Hafsa Arif is in the studio to tell us what movie is the top of the board today. Hafsa, no joke, what's wowing fans on the big screen?
The Joker is still at the top of the game, predicted to hit $1 billion in the box office. It's safe to say the Warner Bros. And DC Films Joker skyrocketed during the Halloween season that has so far crossed the $900 million mark. Starring Joaquin Phoenix, the film has broken the record as the top grossing R-rated movie of all time, beating Deadpool's $783 million mark. On other news, The Terminator, I think, has finally been terminated. With a blow in the box office, The Terminator Dark Fate earned $124 million worldwide with a budget of $185 million. It's been reported that the reviews aren't bad, but the film didn't add much anticipation for people to go out and watch. People didn't anticipate anything new compared to the other Terminator franchise films. What do you think? Will you still get out and watch the infamous Arnold Schwarzenegger or terminate it?
70-year-old American actor Richard Gere is expecting a second child with his wife Alejandra Silva. The Pretty Woman star and his wife welcomed their first son 9 months ago. The couple got blessings from a Buddhist leader for their newborn to come. Supposedly, the baby is to come next spring around the same time as the couple's firstborn. Gere and Silva both have kids from their former partners. Talk about a full house. That's my wrap on entertainment. I'm Zara Lee. From the happiness that a baby brings to life and the joy that comes from being around Christmas decorations, here's David with the details.
Thanks, Zara. With December right around the corner, the holiday season is in full swing. This means you'll be seeing a lot of holiday decorations. A new study shows that people who put up holiday decorations earlier in the season tend to be happier than those that wait. Now decorations let people reminisce about their holiday memories. Frankie Fiorini has the details.
David, now that it's getting darker and cooler, people are ready to start putting up their trees, ornaments, and garlands. The bright colors will lighten up the dark nights. I spoke with Seneca students to get their thoughts on the holiday, decorations, and the moods it puts them in.
I mean, I love the holidays because it means Christmas is coming and I get to see my family. I don't live with my family, so whenever I see Christmas decorations, I know family's coming and that makes me happy.
Well, in my personal experience, it's more of like an aesthetic thing. So if the house looks like cheerful, then the people in the house are cheerful. But also, it's a love-hate relationship with my mom and decorations because she likes how it looks in the end, but she cannot stand putting it up.
Yeah, it gets you in the holiday spirit. I know for me, I always go to my grandparents' house every Christmas, and we always put up the Christmas decorations, we put up the tree, and it just gets you in a good mood because you know Christmas is coming, and it's such a nice time of year.
So it's all about happiness, it's all about love, it's all about peace, so that's so true. I can't wait for that time.
So when you think about the holiday spirit coming up and you set up decorations, what you're really doing is you're bringing back the emotion from the previous years.
Most of the students I spoke to say the holiday decorations make them feel good because it reminds them of their family and being home. My favorite part is decorating the tree. My family makes an entire day out of it. How about you, David? What's your favorite holiday tradition?
Well, my favorite holiday tradition is putting up the star every year. My family has done it for every year, and the star has been passed down from generation to generation. So that's what's very special to me. Now, Frankie, what is the most enduring thing you've heard from Seneca students?
One young man I spoke to said has his decorations set up early every year. He put his Halloween decorations up in August, and they've already been replaced by Christmas trimmings and knickknacks. It's the first week of November, and he's already set up for the holidays at home. Make sure you check us out on our poll on Instagram at Say News Now. Let us know if the early holiday preparations put you in a better mood. I'm Frankie Fiorini for The Buzz. Back to you, David.
Thanks, Frankie. That's our news for the day. I'm David Dennis. From all of us here at Say News, thank you for joining us and have a great afternoon.